with it.
We are absolutely slammed this morning. Let's go to work. I'm so tired. Today was absolutely insane. We're doctors, we got this. Over a decade of my life committed to this career path. If you ask me if it was worth it, I mean, the answer is good morning vlog. We are so back. Vacation's done, let's get to the hospital. Fit check of the day, very doctor-like. Hey guys. Oh, can't drop that. Bye-bye. All right, so like I said, I'm done with vacation and back to work. 2 days ago, I was at the happiest place on earth, and now I am at the hospital, which is probably the opposite of the happiest place on earth. I start on medicine today, which I'm not gonna lie, guys, I've been kind of dreading. As a lot of you guys know, I was on medicine 2 blocks ago, and it's pretty tough. It's very long hours, 72 hours a week minimum. That's if you're lucky and you sign out on time and you don't have work to catch up on. It's gonna be a lot, but I'm going to try to stay positive and just do a good job. Right now, I'm going to meet the night team for sign out and try to catch up on all the patients that the previous team was taking care of, because they are all new to me. I have no idea what's been going on with them, so I need to figure all that out this morning so that I can take proper care of them. I'm gonna head into the hospital, so I'll catch up with you guys at some point. I think today is gonna be a little bit rough trying to catch up, but I'll keep you guys updated. All right, it's like 8:30 in the morning. Finally caught up on my patient list. Honestly, I feel pretty sluggish. It's kind of hard going from vacation to an intensive rotation like medicine, but it's time to lock in, baby. We're doctors, we got this. Let's go see some patients. All right, I am done seeing my patients. I'm just gonna work on some notes before meeting with our attending for rounds, but grabbing some quick snacks. Oh, that is the sound of a nurse texting me about one of my patients. A lot of what you're doing on medicine is handling the floor, handling calls, texts from the nursing staff and other staff members. So you just have this like constant amount of work throughout the entire day. But that's patient care, baby. Other than that, it was like beautiful. Okay, so it's about 1:30 in the afternoon. We rounded with our attending and then we had lunch around noon. Surprisingly, I'm actually caught up with all of my notes. All my orders are in. I've talked to all of the consultants I need to talk to for my patients. I just ran up to the floor to drop off a prescription and talk to one of my patients who I'm discharging today. And again, it's only 1:30, so it's actually been a pretty productive but also very efficient day. Not a bad first day back. It definitely helps that I had a month of medicine already, so I'm already used to the flow. It's just more getting back in the groove of being in the hospital, but overall it's not too bad. It's only day 1 though, so we'll see how the rest of the month goes. Hopefully the rest of today is chill. Alright, I am out of here. Today was overall pretty chill. I was caught up the entire day, which was really nice. Like I said earlier, already having the experience of being on medicine definitely helped compared to my first day of medicine 2 blocks ago when I had no idea what was going on. So today was an overall pretty good first day. Like I said earlier, medicine is a notoriously busy rotation where your day is kind of just like this constant like workload. It's a little busier in the morning typically, where you are coming in, you know, getting signed up from the night team, doing a lot of charting, catching up on labs, getting your notes started, seeing the patients, rounding with your attending, and then you spend the afternoon putting orders in, following up on, any of the studies you ordered throughout the day, talking to consults, going back and talking to your patients and giving them updates, answering calls from the floor, including the nursing staff, respiratory therapist, physical therapist, case management. It's just like a constant busyness, which luckily today was okay. Our patients are pretty stable, so we didn't get too many calls from the floor, but you're still kind of working for most of the day. And this rotation is 6 days a week, with Saturday being my only day off. So I'll be working about 72 to 80 hours every week for the next month, which is rough. This month, you guys are gonna see the opposite side of the work-life balance spectrum, where last month you probably noticed I was prioritizing a lot of life and happiness and extracurriculars and my physical health and hanging out with friends, going on vacations. This month will be a lot of locking in, prioritizing patient care. I'll be spending a lot of time in these hospital walls. But a couple of goals are that I don't want to slack on exercise, so I'm gonna go to the gym tonight and just get that habit going. I also want to prioritize studying for step 3 since I take it in about 3 months. So as you guys saw earlier, I did a little bit of UWorld, and my goal will be to do about 20 questions a day. Exercise, studying, YouTube, those are the main priorities, along with this rotation. It's gonna be a tough month, but we got this. Anyway, I'm gonna head home to drop off some stuff and then head to the gym. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Let's go to work, baby. Okay, so I am about to go start routing on my patients. We are absolutely slammed this morning. The night team got a bunch of admits overnight that we are taking over today. Our list is pretty much fully packed. I am actually capped out on my patients. I am at my max amount that I can carry at a single time. Just crazy. It's taken me about 3 hours to chart review on all of them and catch up on what's going on. Now I'm gonna go see them all and then meet with our attending to discuss the plans. It's gonna be a super busy, non-stop day. All right, I have been trying to catch up with you guys all day. Today was absolutely insane, so busy. So like I said earlier, the night team got super slammed, like a bunch of admits. And when the night team admits, it gets passed off to my team, who then primarily takes care of them throughout their hospitalization, while the night team mostly just covers them when they come in at night. So we basically came in this morning to a completely capped out, full new list of patients that we didn't know anything about. We did sign out with the night team this morning to learn all about them and learn what the night team did for them overnight, what happened in the emergency room, any orders they put in, any diagnostics that came back. That took a while to get through all the patients. And then we spent like 2.5 hours this morning going through and chart reviewing and looking at all the results that came back, imaging, labs. I was actually fully capped. I was at the maximum amount of patients I'm allowed to have as a resident, and that's probably the first time I think that's happened to me. And so it was really intimidating, and I was a little bit nervous, so I kind of had to lock in, and that's why I didn't really vlog a lot today, because obviously patient care comes first. Vlog definitely comes second. So I kind of just had to lock in and get things done today. But I spent the whole morning chart reviewing, and that took like 2.5 hours. And then I rounded all my patients, met with the attending and discussed the assessments and plans, went rounded on our patients again with our attending. And then from about noon until now, which it's about 5:15, I've just been nonstop charting, calling consults, calling caregivers, talking to nursing staff, putting orders in, following up on patients that went to surgery today. It was like an all-day thing. I had this like giant to-do list that was like never ending, and I started at like noon trying to get through everything, and I can't believe it's been like 5 hours. So many phone calls, so many texts back and forth with some of the floor staff. It's been such a long day, and I felt like my mind was really jumbled because it's just a lot of patients that, you know, you're meeting for the first time today, and, you know, you need to spend time getting to know, and then also having to at the same time manage their care effectively and, you know, to the standard of care, right? So honestly, huge kudos to hospitalists and just internal medicine doctors everywhere, because I'm just doing this for like a few months as my, you know, intern year requirements, but I can't imagine doing this like a whole career. So huge shout out to hospitalists who are just seeing so many patients and having to know everything about them and manage their care. It's a lot. And today was definitely one of my busier medicine days. Having a month of medicine under my belt definitely helped. Like, even though I had a lot to do, I got it all done and I'm caught up and I'm done with everything. I think I'm waiting for one consultant to call me back, and I'm waiting for one patient to get out of surgery. But besides that, pretty chill. I was actually able to discharge 2 of my patients, possibly 1 more before I leave this evening. Right now I'm about to go and see all my patients because I like to check in on them before I leave the hospital at night, just to update them on anything that happened throughout the day, any diagnostics that we got back, or just honestly check in and see how they're doing, make sure they don't need anything. I think it's good habit to check on your patients before you leave your shift, just to make sure, again, there aren't any surprises. And when I go and talk to the night team tonight when they come in, that there isn't anything I'm missing to, you know, update them on. After I go and see my patients, I'll probably grab some dinner, wait for the night team to come in, and then go home. Again, long day. Definitely a more typical medicine day. But luckily tomorrow should be okay because the night team is not admitting tonight, so we won't receive any new patients overnight. So tomorrow I'll just manage the patients that are on my list. And so should be more okay since I'll know them, and I got a lot of the work started today. So tomorrow will be a lot of following up on things and hopefully discharging a few of them. I'm pretty exhausted, not gonna lie, but I'm gonna go see my patients, grab some food, and then we'll be almost done for the day. We got the goods, baby. All done. Time to go home, drop some stuff off, change, and force myself to go to the gym. If I can go to the gym after a day as busy as today, then I should be able to keep the habit through the entire month. Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. Let's go to work. Hey, puppies. It is such a beautiful day to spend in the hospital. Today should be a lot more relaxed than yesterday. The night team did not admit, so I'm not walking into any surprises with my patients. Hopefully things were quiet overnight, and as long as they were, I can just focus on managing my patients today, hopefully get a couple discharged. Let's make it a good day.
Not until 9.
Down 2.
Oh.
All right, guys, so it's about 5 p.m. It's been a pretty chill day so far. I've basically just been managing my current patients for the day, so doing a bunch of charting, talking to consultants. I was able to discharge a patient, which is really nice. I also got a little bit of studying in, which is always great. So now I'm about to go and just do a lap around the hospital, check in on all my patients, talk to their nurses, make sure everyone is just updated on the plans. But I came to my car really quick just so I can sit down and chat with you guys a little bit about something that's kind of been on my mind, especially after being on vacation last week. A lot of people ask me, Sean, do you think it was worth all of this time and possible potential sacrifice to get to this point? Or do you feel that you lost out on a lot of your youth, a lot of your 20s? And that is a really good question, and definitely something huge to consider when you're thinking about going into medicine. I don't have to explain to you guys how long it takes to do this profession. I started college when I was 18 years old. I didn't decide on medicine until I was about 3 years in. So I finished my degree in 5 years, took a gap year, and then did 4 years of medical school, and am now in my 3rd or 4th month of residency. So I'm 28 years old and now have my first doctor job. And yeah, that's a long time. That's basically my entire 20s to do what I'm doing right now. If you ask me if it was worth it, I mean, the answer is definitely yes. I don't regret doing this. This is the profession I wanted to do. For so many years, I imagined what it was going to be like when I was finally a resident, and now I, am doing what I was excited to be doing years and years ago. It'll definitely be more exciting when I'm an attending, I'm sure, but I'm still really enjoying this phase of my life. But by the time I become an attending, I'll be 31, I believe, and that's literally my entire 20s. That's over a decade of my life committed to this career path to eventually become an attending physician, an attending anesthesiologist. It's tough to swallow that. In fact, my 10-year high school reunion is like this Friday, I think. And that's just like a crazy thought to me. Like, I don't even know where these 10 years went since I graduated high school. I can't believe the time has flown by. But again, I don't regret it. I'm happy that I did this. It was a really good path. And I don't think that I necessarily wasted my 20s. I don't think I lost out on a whole lot of things personally that people would have done in their 20s. Like, throughout undergrad and medical school, I still went out with my friends. I partied. I traveled a ton, like you guys saw. Even last month while I'm in residency, I traveled to 3 different places last month. When I started my 4th year of medical school, I traveled to Europe, went to London, went to Denmark, Switzerland. When I graduated medical school, I took a road trip through California. I went back to Europe, back to Switzerland for a little bit. And then throughout medical school, I was even able to travel for research conferences with my classmates, and that was a ton of fun. When I was an undergrad and decided to be pre-med, I continued to still hang out with my friends, go on trips. I kept up with my hobbies like acrobatics, tumbling. I even started a couple businesses like this YouTube channel or my research course and my interview course. There were sacrifices. For example, when you're in medical school especially, there are tons of nights that you just have to study and can't necessarily go out with friends or play video games, or maybe you have to skip the gym. I don't think I missed out on a whole lot. I think the only thing I could think of was my dad passing away during my 3rd year of medical school, and I'm always gonna kind of wish that I spent more time with him, because obviously I spent a lot of the years leading up to his death studying and on clinical rotations. But I think you'll always feel that way when a loved one passes away, and he was always very supportive and very proud of what I was doing, so that helps a lot. So again, I don't think this path is a waste of youth. I think that if you work hard and you prioritize your life outside of medicine just as much as you prioritize your life in medicine, whether that's studying or, working while you're in residency, or even if you're pre-med and you're working and you're studying, just keep doing everything else that you enjoy. Like, this isn't everything, right? Medicine's not everything. Being a doctor is not everything, but it is a lot of work. But I think you can enjoy life and not sacrifice your youth just because you're doing this at the same time. You'll be grinding longer than many other healthcare professionals, but if you want to become a doctor, I think it's worth it. But if it is too long of a grind, then there are many other healthcare professions where you can help people and make a big impact in people's lives, such as, PA school, PT school, OT school, speech pathology, nursing. There are tons of other professions in healthcare that are incredible fields, and you still, again, make an impact on people's lives. So yeah, this was honestly all pretty worth it. And the motto is to keep enjoying life around residency and I hope that I've been able to show that in my vlogs. It is hard to feel that way now, being on medicine, where I'm grinding a ton and the hours are long, but it balances, especially when you have blocks where you have more free time. And I've been trying to show you guys that here on my channel. Anyway, that's enough yapping from me. I'm gonna head inside the hospital, check in on my patients, and then wait for the night team to get here for sign out. All right, time to hit the gym and go home. Not a bad day. Good morning, guys. I'm being attacked. I'm so tired. I feel like I got terrible sleep. And there's my other alarm. There it is. Time to get up. Let's go, let's go. I'm coming, I'm coming. How are you guys so energetic in the morning? Another day. Night team admitted last night, so hopefully there's not a crazy amount of new patients to get through. If there is, it's gonna be a crazy morning. Time to go round on my patients. Not a terrible list this morning. We need to round a little bit early because we have didactics this afternoon. The hospital gave us all free tacos and nachos today. There he is. What that? And Matt's back. All right, sign out is done and it's time to go home. Good morning. Happy Friday. Boys are hungry this morning. All right, so I just got to the hospital. Like I said, it's Friday, which is nice because that means tomorrow I have off. This is a 6-day-a-week rotation, but my day off is Saturday, so we work Sundays. So this vlog will be 5 days since off tomorrow, and then Sunday, this vlog will go up and I have to be working. Anyway, let's head in. Yo, that's crazy. I have no idea how it's already been like 100 days since I started residency. The time is just flying by so quickly, way faster than medical school did. Okay, it's about 1 in the afternoon. We've rounded with our attending and we had some lunch. So now I have the afternoon to work on tasks like working on my notes. I'm discharging 2 of my patients, so that takes a little bit of time because you have to put in the discharge orders. You have to do a med rec to make sure they have all the medications they need, print out prescriptions. You have to do a discharge note, which includes a summary of their entire hospitalization. So a lot of stuff to do when you discharge, but it's very satisfying because it feels good to get your patients out of the hospital. All right, guys, so I'm in my car now. I am done for the day. We just signed out to the night team, so good to go. Not a bad first week. It went okay. I feel like I was on top of my work, which is pretty different compared to my first week of medicine on my first block a couple months ago, but I still have a long month to go. Tomorrow's my day off, so I'm gonna get this vlog edited, uploaded on Sunday, which I work Sunday, so that kind of sucks, but we'll pick the vlogging back up on Monday. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me in another week in residency, and I will see you guys next time.